Donald Trump behaving completely incoherently this morning at an appearance in Buckinghamshire, England, alongside the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Trump talking in circles, Trump speaking meaninglessly. I'll just play it for you. You see what you think.
We have a great process going, and inflation is virtually non-existent. As you know, we're taking in trillions of dollars from tariffs, and they've been so incredible for our country, so incredible. We're keeping our companies happy. We're keeping them solid and sane.
Now, remember that the companies are not happy about the tariffs. The money that we have taken in is not coming from China. It's not coming from India. It's not coming from whoever Donald Trump wants to seize money from. It's coming from American businesses. And the reason that Trump got his rate cut yesterday from Fed Chairman Jerome Powell is that this has all damaged the economy just enough that Powell now says, well, we got to do something. And so we got our rate cut. The tariffs are, of course, causing inflation. Donald Trump promised us we are going to see prices go down. Prices have been going up. And Donald Trump is even speaking incoherently and specifically about that, saying inflation is gone. It's just gone.
Sir, your country was dead 1 year ago, and now you have the hottest country anywhere in the world, and it's true. And we'll have more than $17 trillion invested in our country this year. 17 trillion.
And as you can see, Keir Starmer has a sort of what on earth is going on here kind of look on his face.
Which is many, many times what we had last year. And we're only in our just about almost ninth month, it's moving along quickly. It's amazing. I was saying we're in our third month, our fourth month, our fifth month, but we're at, it's going to be over $17 trillion. No country has ever had anything like that, even close.
You know, my eggs, my beloved pasture-raised organic eggs with the bright orange yolks, beautiful eggs. They used to be $6.79 a dozen. And today, in fact, I paid $9.49 for that dozen eggs. Why am I bringing this up? Well, I'm bringing it up because it is Trump who promised that grocery prices would be down and down quickly, and it's not happening. And in fact, I reported to you 2 days ago that we're seeing the fastest and largest single month jump in grocery prices dating back years. Now, even Brian Kilmeade, Fox News host Brian Kilmeade, couldn't hide his skepticism, to put it lightly, about Donald Trump's economic claims.
Yeah, this is tape. This is tape. Okay. So he just mentioned overall $17 trillion in total investment since President Trump took over for his second term. The question is, are the pledges going to turn into actual projects? Let's
And you got to hand it to Kilmeade. Broken clocks are sometimes right. Trump saying that countries have pledged money means nothing about taking money in. I hope that people actually understand the sort of mechanics of some of these pledges. What Trump is referring to when he says we've taken in trillions is like, for example, during the Middle East trip, you'll get the Qataris or the Saudis to go, we would conceivably be in for $600 billion over the next 10 years if you bring us a proposal of projects that we want to do. Trump comes home and goes, I just got $600 billion from the Saudis. Well, no, what you got was a completely non-binding, generic statement that if there are interesting projects that are a good fit over the next 10 years, they might be willing to participate to some degree. Very different than they just gave me $600 billion. And that's where Trump gets these numbers. You'll also remember that the numbers are completely fabricated. When Trump got back from that Middle East visit, he said, we got $5 trillion. Now he says we got $17 trillion. Of course, very unlikely that you're going to get $17 trillion when the entire American economy is $30 trillion. Trump then, by the way, went into the whole, we passed such a great tax bill that now I don't even have to do anything else the rest of my term.
Aspect of the bill. It was I call it the big, beautiful bill, the great, big, beautiful bill. We got so much, the largest bill ever passed in the history of our country. In fact, so big that we really don't have to pass too much anymore. We can just do this for 4 years, implement. I like to implement because the bills are
of course, by implementation, Trump means signing dystopian executive orders, subverting the will of Congress, and just existing in a dystopian authoritarian state. Now, I want to say one other aspect to this. If we can take the House from Republicans in 2026, Trump's not going to be doing anything else the rest of his term. And so I do think that right now, the greatest opportunity to stop this insanity, let's make Trump right, that he doesn't do anything else the rest of his term. The focus needs to be on taking the House in November of 26, which controls the purse strings, controls the spending. And you can make Trump an even lamer duck than he is right now. I would love for you to be part of our community in so trying to take that House away from Republicans. Make sure you're subscribed on the YouTube channel. We're pushing to 3.5 million YouTube subscribers. It's free. Just hit the subscribe button. And remember that when I got a couple emails recently that people said, David, when you say later on the show, what show? What show are you talking about? I just see clips on YouTube. Every clip you see on YouTube or TikTok or wherever, it's part of a daily 1-hour show. That show is available free on every podcast platform, including probably most notably Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So when I say later on the show, get the full podcast on Spotify, get the full podcast on Apple Podcasts. We'll take a break. John Favreau joins me next. There was a time when public education meant learning math, science, history, but now we are seeing Bible verses in biology class. We're seeing 10 commandments on the wall, religious chaplains taking the place of trained counselors, and it's all funded by taxpayer money through voucher programs that are sending public dollars to private religious schools. This is part of a broader effort to inject religion into public education. I'm against that. And it often is coming at the expense of real academic standards and the well-being of the students. Now, our sponsor, the Freedom From Religion Foundation, is fighting back. FFRF defends constitutional principles, takes legal action when schools cross the line, and protects students from religious coercion in public classrooms. If you believe in facts, in protecting education, in keeping religion out of public schools, I can tell you this is an organization very much worth supporting. To get involved, go to ffrf.org/school or text David to 511-511. Message and data rates may apply. The link is in the description.